What's up everybody, Damon here, and in today's gaming news, a free Nintendo emulator is currently blowing up the Apple App Store charts, Sea of Thieves just sailed past a major milestone, and Baldurs Gate 3 is about to get its last major patch. This is your daily fix. Presented by Fallout. Stream all episodes now, only on Prime Video. After Apple loosened its policies on allowing retro game emulators, developer Riley Testa launched a new free emulator on the App Store yesterday, offering support for several Nintendo consoles of yesteryear. It's called Delta, and it's currently the #1 entertainment app in the store. In a blog post, Testa revealed Delta serves as a successor to GBA for iOS, providing support for not just Game Boy games but also NES, Sega Genesis, SNES, N64, and even the Nintendo DS. Interestingly, Testa teased that it would support more emulators on the App Store listing, but did not specify which ones exactly. The app is free to download in Apple's official stores. The app itself is interesting because prior to Apple loosening up its policies, if you wanted to run an emulator on an iPhone, you needed to jailbreak it. But the emulator would not have launched entirely on the App Store if not for Apple tweaking its policies earlier this month to make it friendlier to retro game emulators. We'll see how long this lasts, since Nintendo has a history of going after emulators. The most recent example is the Nintendo Switch emulator Yuzu, shutting down after Nintendo sued them. The creators behind the GameCube and Wii emulator Dolphin announced last year that it was giving up putting the emulator on Steam after Valve received a legal threat from Nintendo. So if you're interested, go download Delta now and enjoy it while it lasts. I recommend Donkey Kong 94. Moving on, as Sea of Thieves prepares to set sail for PlayStation 5, developer Rare has announced it has recruited 40 million players since launching in 2018. First released on Xbox One and PC 6 years ago, Rare has released over 100 free Sea of Thieves updates in that time. Season 12 launches soon, and with it additions like Throwing Knives and the Bone Collar. Sea of Thieves launches on PS5 on April 30th, with the Premium Edition offering 5 days of early access. Progress and items transfer from the Xbox version to PS5, and there are PlayStation-only servers with the ability to disable crossplay. Performance options match the Xbox Series X version, and the PS5 version has 60 base trophies and a platinum trophy called Pirate Perfectionist. Sea of Thieves is the latest Xbox game to make the jump to rival consoles, joining Obsidian's Grounded and Pentiment, and Tango Gameworks' Hi-Fi Rush. Microsoft is testing the multi-platform waters with this quartet and may release more of its first-party games on non-Xbox consoles in the future. As for the future of Rare, it is supposedly still working on Everwild, announced in 2019, but without any updates since. And finally today, Baldurs Gate 3 developer Larian has detailed Patch 7, the last big update coming to the sprawling Dungeons & Dragons role-playing game. Larian also offered a sneak peek at the improved evil endings coming to the game with Patch 7. These will apparently offer even darker conclusions to your most sinister playthroughs. Elsewhere, Patch 7 aims to fix several bugs, including Jaheira's unwillingness to follow the group and jump into combat, Will's less than romantic greetings, as well as the mysteriously disappearing narrator lines from the Gortash and Dark Urge confrontation. This next patch will also begin introducing Larian's official modding tools, letting you change up visuals, animations, sounds, stats, and more to overhaul Baldurs Gate 3 into the weird nightmare realm of your dreams, according to Larian. While Patch 7 will be the last Baldurs Gate 3 update to add story content, Larian said that after it's out, the studio will continue focusing on bug fixes, performance enhancements, and stability improvements. It's also actively working on bringing crossplay and a photo mode to players. But on those two features, quote, the work required to bring these to you means that these additions will likely be further down the road. Larian has already confirmed it won't introduce any major new narrative content to the story of Baldurs Gate 3 or its origin characters and companions, nor will it make expansions or even Baldurs Gate 4. Instead, it's working on 2 brand new projects based on its own intellectual properties, although it has yet to say what these will be. Larian boss Sven Vinke said, I don't know if we're going to pull it off, but looking at our narrative, visual, and gameplay plans, I think what we're working on now will be our best work ever. I get excited like a kid watching the key imagery, want to show it to everyone now, and grumble in frustration at having to wait until it's actually all working. Yes, it's hype, but it's hype because it really looks and feels good. And that is your daily fix for Thursday, April 18th. Now that you're caught up on the news, check out 7 marvelous features in the new Venom pinball machine. I'm Damon Hatfield, and for all your video game news, stay tuned to IGN.